It's currently around 4 a.m. right now, since can't have me really record anything until my brother and his friends went to sleep. So we're playing games, watching stuff. Yeah. So and I've also been holding off on making this video because I've only seen a few episodes of Ghost Ager, and not sure wasn't sure what Saban would do with when the Megaforce adaptation with Gokaiger on the table as well. But what do you know? 20th anniversary of Power Rangers coming next year. Yeah. And because it just happened to have similar things to MMPR, they treat it like an MMPR period, and well, making this video, it's gonna be a pretty long video. Yeah, that's a new cat Mew. I think. Yeah. So we have the we've got this whole teenagers with attitude business. Yes, I mean, it has been done before. MMPR would definitely prove that it worked. Yeah, and they're actually trying to keep some of the science fiction parts, and then like keeping the main villain in Warstar, or using like Lord Zed, and in a way, that Master Head and then Bokun. Wait, no, it's not Bokun. There's a different one. Let's see here. Come on. Datas. Yes, that's it. And they're going to be Tenso and Gosei, and Gosei Knight, which is a 6 Ranger, which I haven't gotten to yet, is the Robo Knight. Yeah. And turns out, yeah. I'm personally wondering, and why am I talking about it this way? Since, well, apparently, because of the whole angel theme, and because of people how react to it, and that people of different religions, and that, which is I've always said that my move was all given that this show has had Rita's witchcraft and an entire season based on magic, mystic force. This move is bizarre to say the least. So, in a sense, instead of the Power Rangers Angel Force, it's going to be Power Rangers Mega Force in that way. I've only seen because the reason why I want to hold up news video because I've only seen about 4 episodes of Ghost Ager, and that 3 to 5 is pretty much my limit. But since my internet connection's been kind of weird these couple of days, so I settle in between that number. Oh, yeah. And I'm really personally wondering what the stigma against angels in this country. I mean, I'm personally a Baptist, as given Baptist was also dabbled up in the Gaia mythology, and so, and I'm far from perfect. I mean, I have been taking a bit of a swearing in these videos as I've been making, in that I haven't actually met with my clergyman. Well, that my youth pastor actually got fired for having a different vision of hell than his church. That they were for the traditional fire and brimstone hell, and that he was really more believing the ironic hell, which is I believe in too. That it's being the diverse fears and vices of people, and that even when he got canned, he wrote a book about it, and it's actually selling quite well. So, but that's what's happening. I mean, still don't know what's with the whole thing against angels. Angels that still think this could work as an MMPR tribute. Not yet. It's clearly they got the chops for it. That's what I mean. It's he changed the changing devices. I think they could in the cards. It's simply the power codes and morphers, and says the same colors that the red, blue, yellow, pink, and black. And again, does have the same types of capabilities of the original Dynamax with this new who go SEO, but forgive me if they're not doing that right. But anyway, that's the first part of the discussion. Isn't how I feel about angel themes and how it pertains to themes, and so if I'm interested in my prefer just be something there. I'm gonna have a cut here. Then I'm gonna do a prayer passage. Alright, now let's talk a bit more about the subject. Yeah, I pretty much said all I wanted about the angel theme, with the cut being and putting a whole issue as a Power Rangers non-denominational being force. So let's move on to other aspects of it. And that the trading card subs and that whenever they that about I've only seen 4 episodes of Ghost Age or so, but this trading card theme I think could work, and I don't care. I mean, not only could this translate really well out to American audiences, that it could work in the same manner as VR Troopers did, and can also have a similar to the video game theme of Mega Ranger, which ended up not being used, instead became Power Rangers in Space. I think Bandai could also take advantage and also expand on the Power Rangers trading card game and bringing it up into a larger scale, like much similar to the Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic trading card games. I mean, you could also figure out how to throw it in with some of the new stuff like Monsuno, which on Card by Vanguard. I mean, don't really care for the Monsuno show, but the games actually interest me, and I have started watching Card by Vanguard, and I do intend on buying a deck of the cards. Yeah. And since we brought up the trading card game aspect, I'm going to mention the other aspects of the merchandising that this had one of these sort of expo on Vegas this month. It was last month, but Saban spoke very highly about how well the brand is doing. I mean, this series has come. If they do include the reversion of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2010, with the comic book blurbs put in it, it's come Megaforce. It'll be titled Gunsmoke, as the longest running in live action series ever in America. Yeah, and I think definitely a large part I'm not denying that I mentioned that in one of my Samurai videos, Super Samurai videos, that a large part of the show is the merchandise aspect of it. that definitely gets all the funding from selling the licensed goods. So it's that definitely yes, that Super Sentai Max Ninja Power Rangers also gets bulk of their fund. It's being backed by Bandai, and that they need to sell all the toys and stuff in order to get the funding for the show. And so in any case, I'm actually kind of like the design in the Ghost Rider suits. So I think they definitely could translate out of the action figures. That's the Go-Kaio, the Go-Seo, definitely would. He could make an interesting Megaforce Megazord. It's kind of redundant, but yeah. And the Henshin, definitely gonna be a big one. The self-related ones that got mean. My favorite ones are the kind of ones that are mounted on the wrist, or ones that have unconventional, like the Power Morphers and the Gold Ranger staff, and even the. But I didn't really like Jungle Fury. I mean, the glasses, his morphers, those were good. Yeah. So, and since it's 20th anniversary of MMPR, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be reissuing that toy line as well. I mean, Super Legends line has a decent reputation for that. What I'm thinking is that they're gonna either expand, that band is either going to expand on that line or going to make an entirely new line and cater to the older fans. And is that there is a growing adult collector market for toys now. That so Bandai could simply start some sort of Power Rangers line like that, and it's similar as kind of Transformers Masterpiece or Masters of the Universe classics that could focus on classic Rangers as Morphers as in Zords. Is that the Morphers and weapons could be more kind of props than cheap plastic or and yeah I mean. The Gokaiger Super Sentai line had a robot Chogokin Daizujin. That could as a Fig Wars model. That could be a package as a Megazord here, hyper articulated. Or they could simply take the easy way and just reissue the deluxe set of Megazord again. Because even the 2010 version fetches high price on eBay. Yeah, I mean, looks and it can go up to $200, even more. Yeah. And if they're thinking they're going to be sort of encapsulating the whole franchise in a way, it's now that it's going to be 20 years, and that to put things lightly, most kid shows, especially ones with high cheese, don't usually get to 20 years. Yes. It's something to think about. Okay, so sorry, this is my second discussion that gotta do another cut here, and that so I just really don't want to strain my voice like I did in the last one, the Pokemon discussion. And so I'm gonna do one more cut, and then talk rest I follow. All right. Now, just gonna have my final thoughts on this whole business, and that don't know how long this will take. So I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. I mean, other people write. Some keep journals. Some people will draw. I mean, I do these videos. I mean, so definitely a big accomplishment for this series to have made it this far, and now I'm also wondering how all the fans young will react to it all. Well, I mean. Yeah, I mean, I think people, that guy with glasses, his name's like Linkara, have made it a lot more stream, and that currently have a few fans and subscriptions that specialize in doing Super Sentai and Power Rangers related videos. Is that definitely there's a growing and significant older audience for the show. That it's probably that's the most. I should say a big example of cheese and most common, but most thing Americans think of when they think of tokusatsu, even though they don't know what tokusatsu is. It's often called the American equivalent of Doctor Who, and I think it's quite easy to see why that. It definitely takes pride in the fact that stories don't always make sense, and that often filled with dinosaur special effects, but in a way it's part of the appeal. Well, I mean, the acting's not the best, but the series definitely knows its audience, and that it definitely glad they came this far, and they want to show never forget their heritage at all. And yeah, definitely a big achievement for this series. Yes. And so what if they remove the angel themes from that? I mean, people can believe in the angels, and other people can choose not to. So, in a way that this whole teenage attitude is far more flexible. It's kind of like how a Z Ranger that kind of lofty connect with these prehistoric humans that have been in hibernation for millions of years. Teenagers can definitely connect with younger audiences better, than that. And give someone getting a little bit older, so let's see his role model. Well, that's mentally in their blood. And and trading card theme. Yes, there's definitely. Yes, I think there's definitely a market out there for collectible card games, and that they're cheap, accessible. Well, definitely it comes in handy. And they're definitely a lot cheaper than most other things on the market. And regarding this whole bit with the merchandising thing, and it can definitely be said that's a fact of life that a lot of these merchandising properties are starting to ease with this whole deregulation of the market. And even though regulations have gotten tougher since then, they're concept with the idea of survive to this day. In fact, it's possible to get a whole series funded by toy sales. Some even series that aren't explicitly merchandise driven, like if you see the DC cartoons, that Mattel will actually provide a lot of their funding, and often and sometimes make demands about this sort of thing. So, yep, there goes my voice. So, definitely, so that's basically all I have to say. So tell me what you would think about this set, and leave your comments below, and I'll see you later.